Was the very first welcome back to another episode of Learning Java. Today we're going to be going through arrays. So what is an array, you may ask? An array is basically just a list of values. It's a list of values. A couple of things before I start coding. An array can only store the same data types. So it can either store either all numbers, only strings, or only booleans. It can store, for example, numbers and words. It has to be only one. Another thing is the size of the array is always set at the start, so you can't set a layer on. So if you want to change the size of the array, you'll have to go back to the start in order to change it. So let's get started. So firstly we need to declare the array. So let's say we want to do an array of integers. So we go with int. We'll set this. This means that it's an array, and let's go with numbers. So this is how you declare the array. So numbers is obviously the variable name. It's an array of integers set as the variable numbers. Now, as I said a little bit ago, all arrays have to be a fixed value or a fixed size. So we need to give the array numbers a size. So we go with new int, and here we will give it the size. Let's say we want to give it size 5. So here we are setting the array, and we are allocating the memory of 5. That's how much space this array has. We can combine both of these lines, so we can do int numbers, this box, new int, and we can set the size in here as well. So let's get rid of this. So we are going to combine both of them, and we can set this to 5. It's just the exact same thing, except instead of having 2 lines, we have them on 1 line. So another way of setting the size, we can also give it values as well. So let's give this values. Let's do this, and then we can do open and close, and then semicolon. So let's say we wanted to give it the value 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So here we are setting this array to size 5 because there's 5 values in here, and yeah, so this is going to be the size 5. But now we are actually giving it data. So this array is now actually storing something. Now, let's say let's say we want to access this array now. How will we do that? So we will now go. So we'll print out. We go with the name of the array, and then we will put in the index of what value we want. So let's say we want the first value. We're going to put in 0. So with arrays, the first index is always going to be 0. Then the second index will be 1. The third index will be 2, and so on. So if we run this, you see we get 1 because that's the first index. If we want to get a second index, we do 1. You can see we get number 2. Let's say we want to change one of the values in this array. All we'll do is we'll go numbers. What index do we want to change? Let's say we want to change the very first one, and then we will give a different value of, let's say, 6. So now what I'm doing here is I'm changing the second index, so 1, which is the second index, and I'm setting it to 6 instead of 2. So now if I print this out, you see we get numbers, and if we print out the one that we just changed, see we get 6. So before I changed it, it was 2, and then I changed it, and now you can see it becomes 6. So that's how you get the data from an array, and then set the data of the array. And let's say you want to loop through this array. So I don't want to. If I want to get all the information of the array, I don't want to do this 5 times. I don't want to copy this code 5 times because that's very time insufficient. So one way that we can do this is we can do what we did last episode, and that was loops. Let's make a for loop that we learned last episode. So we're gonna do numbers.length and then I plus and then open and close. This is basic for a loop. Numbers.length means it's the length of the array. So the length of this array is 5 because we have 5 numbers. So this is going to loop 5 times. So let's say we want to print out all of the numbers in this array. We'll just do a system out. Then in here we're going to put in I. Now why I? Because the very first iteration of this loop, I is going to be set to 0, meaning this is going to be set to 0. So it's going to print out 1 because that's the first index. Then the second time it does this iteration, this is going to be 1, not 0. So then this here will become 1, and it will print out this one. The third iteration, this will become 2, meaning this will become 2, and it will print out the third index, and it will do that for all 5. So that's why we have I in here. So if you see, we can do this, boom, and it will print out all of the numbers inside of this array. Let's say we don't give it any values. So let's say we do new int, we set it to 5. So this is the same array except it has no numbers. All of these are 0. It has no numbers. So let's say we wanted to give it some numbers. We want to allocate some data into this array. We go numbers, same thing I, so it will loop through all indexes. And let's set it to I. So now what we're doing is we're setting the very first index to 0, the second index to 1, the third index to 2, and so on, and then we print it out straight after that. Boom. We can, if we want, let's say we can set this to 1 so it looks a bit better. 1, 2, 3, 4, but you can see this will only happen 4 times because we are starting at the second index of our array and there's only 5 spaces. So this way it has to be 0. Boom. Now there is another way that we can loop through arrays, and that way being it's also a variation of a for loop. So let's say we want to loop through this array again. So let's not print this. Let's have this loop here. This will only allocate the data into the array. But now let's say we want to check the data that we just put in. We could just do this, but we don't want to do that. We want to use a for loop, a different type of for loop. So let's see. So we do a for. Now we need to pass it in something. So this has to match the data type of the array. So that's been int. Let's give it any value x. Then we'll do this, and then we'll have the name of the array. So what's happening here is, firstly, let's see what happens. Let's print out x. Oh, what happens? Boom. So what happens here is, this array already has all of the numbers, but we want to access it. So we are setting x as the very first index of this array, and we're printing it. And then this is going to repeat the same as this, the numbers.length. This is going to do it 5 times the size of the array. So what's the difference with this one is it will only loop this will loop through the entire array. There are ways so you can change it so it doesn't loop through the entire array, but this one, these are literally the same. I use this one more because it's just more compact, it's just more easy, but you can mess around with this a little bit more. But yeah, but that's about it for arrays. Hope you enjoyed, and I'll see you next time.